Okay, sorry, I gotta find my eyelashes. Depression hates a moving target. Remember that. So always make sure that you're moving. Always make sure that you're doing something, okay? And if you don't have the strength or even the willpower to do something, go to sleep. Catch up on your beauty sleep, because that still counts. Ooh, sorry, that was loud. That counts as well. Yeah, that was something I wanted to say to you guys too. Number one, you are doing enough, okay? So don't beat yourself up. Do not talk badly to yourself. If you catch yourself doing it, redirect your thoughts every single time as often as you have to until they stop. So every time you catch yourself thinking, oh, I should be doing more, or this is my fault, like, why couldn't I have just landed a better job? Why couldn't I do this or that? Why can't I make more money? Why can't I be prettier? How come I can't be as talented as my sister or my friend in this or that area? Just stop it. Redirect your focus back to yourself. Tell yourself that you're doing amazing, sweetie, and do what makes you happy. All right. So for me right now, it's putting on blue eyeshadow and a red lip at 9:50 p.m. on a Sunday night because I feel like it. I actually do have the freedom to do this, you know, because I work from home. Although I do have to go into the office tomorrow at like 2 p.m., but it's in the afternoon, so I'm not going to have to deal with the rush hour train, and I'm going to have ample time in the morning to get myself together, get ready, spray on some perfume, you know. Like, always make sure that no matter where you are, no matter how rigid or flexible your current situation is, make sure that you are living for yourself as much as possible. I cannot stress how important it is, because that's where, okay, most of life is lived in the daily mundane moments, right? There's only a few huge milestones in your life. Well, I'm not going to say only a few. Life is long, right? If you live a long, healthy, 90, 100-year lifetime, especially as a woman, especially if you're a single woman who's rich, or a rich widow who's just living off of her husband's, inheritance and investment. That's the ideal, right? But there's so many things that you can fill your life with, and so many amazing moments. However, that being said, still 90% of life is in the mundane, everyday, the meals that you eat, the way that your makeup or your hair looks that day. Oh yay, today was a skinny day. Today I felt especially good. I felt especially snatched. Today's the day that I was able to break in my new boots that I just got. Whatever it is, you have to romanticize your life. That's the term I was looking for. It's not just a cute little Pinterest quote, whether it's, taking care of your children or your family or obligations at work. It's life or death, I'm telling you. Because it's a very subconscious thing. Every time you choose to prioritize other people, every time you prioritize someone else's agenda over your own enjoyment of your own life, you are sending a subconscious message to yourself that you don't matter as much as these other people. And that's just not okay. That's no bueno. Really sit with that for a second. Why would you spend your life sending yourself that subliminal message over and over again? It just doesn't even sound right. Like, my life, okay, so me, my flesh and blood and bones, this body that I work so hard to take care of and keep in shape and feed and water and all these things, you're telling me that I should use it to slave away and use it as a tool to basically just make other people's lives easier or more convenient. I think the fuck not. But the thing is, again, like I said, it's these subtle things that accumulate over time, okay? That is how you insidiously and unknowingly program yourself into thinking that you're not important enough. You are not worth the effort. You take second priority to all these other obligations on your to-do list. You have to actively go against that every single day. So what does this look like? Like I said before, prioritize doing things that matter to you, okay? Doing things that make you happy. Whether you have to do it the budget version, or whether you're lucky enough or you're at the point in your life where, hey, you do have the freedom of funds and you have the freedom of setting your own schedule. If you're one of those girls, be spontaneous, right? You can do things big. You can take spontaneous trips around the world. But if you're just an everyday working girl like me, and you're okay, I can't I can't afford to fly first class to wherever I want on the drop of a dime. If I want to travel somewhere, I'd have to plan. I probably can afford maybe 2 to 3 vacations max in a year. Okay, then do that, you know? And if you can't afford a vacation, pick something even smaller. That's kind of the whole point I'm getting at anyway, is that find moments and opportunities in everyday life to prioritize yourself. So, for example, I like makeup. I enjoy the process of beautifying myself and putting myself together. I don't do it with the intention of pleasing other people. I do it with the intention of pleasing me, first and foremost. And I also do it with the intention of garnering better treatment from society at large, because I understand that pretty privilege is a thing. And statistically, it's been shown that, you know, obviously we all know this, women who wear makeup, women who look more polished, they get treated with more respect, they get paid more on average, all these positive benefits that come with wearing makeup in public. So it depends on, again, your own personal priorities, right? So for me, absolutely 100%, I want to make sure that I'm commanding the maximum amount of, you know, respect and good treatment, good service every time I step outside. So I put on makeup in a way that is both, oh my God, no. You know that stage where the leftover glue from all your other eyelash applications starts to build up on your tweezers and it's just like really hard to get off. So then every time you try to use it to apply an eyelash later, the lash sticks to the tweezers because of the residue glue on there. It's like one new struggle that I wasn't anticipating after switching to cluster eyelashes. But it's okay. See, this is a good example. I'm going to sit here until I get my lashes right, because I like my lashes to look a certain way whenever I do my makeup. And I'm not going to stop until they look the way that I want them to look. Okay, it matters to me. It's important that my makeup comes out the way that I like it to look. And even if you find yourself in a situation like, let's say you're rushing in the morning to get your makeup done so that you can head out the door to your job or whatever. Okay, so maybe you have to rush. Maybe you don't have time to do your eyeliner, right? But let's say that you have a certain cat eye, winged eyeliner look that you like to do. You consider that to be your signature look and you just feel super sexy, like super beautiful. Nobody can tell you anything when you wear that cat eye winged liner. You know, you have to work with the limitations of the 3D sometimes, right? Like sometimes you're going to be running late. So physically, you do not have time to do your intricate eyeliner. But what I say is that, okay, don't give it up right then and there, though. Take your eyeliner with you in your makeup pouch, because we all bring around our makeup pouches, right, as women throughout the day. So take your eyeliner with you and then find some time, like later on when you're at the job. Take 5 minutes away from your job to go into the bathroom and finish up your eyeliner. That's just a very mundane, very easy, and just seemingly, you know, casual, inconsequential, small way to take back some time for yourself and to prioritize yourself again. But it's so powerful. If you get in the habit of finding workarounds like that to still prioritize yourself, even if in the moment you had to give up your desire or give up what was important to you to tend to the other obligations that you have at hand, you're rarely going to be like, you're not going to be tied up with both hands busy 24/7, like every second of the day, right? There will be pockets of time that you can find where you can reclaim the time to finish up whatever it is that you were doing that was honoring to yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? So do that. Like, I urge you to not just wave it off like, oh, it's okay, forget the eyeliner for today, I'll do it again tomorrow. Or, oh, you know what, this week I got a busy schedule anyway, so forget the eyeliner during the weekdays. I'll just wait until the weekend to put on my cat wing liner again. Like, no. Steal time from your freaking company at work, okay? Pretend you get diarrhea or something. Pretend you have like an upset stomach and go into that bathroom for 10 minutes and do your freaking eyeliner, okay? They will not miss the 10 minutes of time that you spent being busy at your computer, but you actually weren't, because most corporate jobs are just pretend anyway. Like, I promise you, they will not miss those 10 minutes, okay, that you added on to your lunch break to prioritize your eyeliner. And plus, you know what? They should even thank you, because once you got your eyeliner on, you're going to have an extra pep in your step. You're just going to be feeling yourself more, because that's how you feel the most confident, right? Whenever you wear your elaborate eyeliner. So that's going to translate to you doing a better job as well, being sharper and quicker to come up with solutions and stuff, which ultimately benefits your employer, which they don't even deserve, by the way, but it's just like a happy, byproduct. They happen to benefit from it as well when you feel your best with your makeup fully done. So do it. this logic also applies in the opposite direction too. Like anything that you don't want to do, or that you feel uncomfortable, or someone that you don't really have any interest in hanging out with invites you to hang out, or someone tries to pressure you to, I don't know, buy their little product or their brand that you have no interest or use for that product, say no. Like, it's very simple, but not necessarily easy, right? Depending on where you are in your self-healing or self-actualization journey. Oh my God, this stopper thing has been loose for a minute in this lipstick, and I fear it may be unsalvageable. So yeah, say no. Say no to people. And like, make rules for yourself. You know, like, you can write this down too if it helps. Like, make hard and fast, strict guidelines for yourself that, okay, if I can benefit, you know, A, B, C, D from a proposed date or interaction with a certain person, or like having lunch with a coworker, if I can benefit, or if I can expand my network, you know, something that is valuable to me, if I can gain that through this interaction or through investing my time into this activity, then I'll do it. But if I don't feel like I can benefit from it, or if I just don't like the person, they give me weird vibes, or they're a pick-me, or we're just not on the same wavelength, then I will say no to protect my own energy. And then refer to those guidelines every time new opportunities present themselves to you or new people cross your path and try to usurp your time, your attention. Sometimes it's just your essence too. Like, sometimes people, you all know people are weird out here. Like, some people just want a smile from you, or they want acknowledgement from you because they don't know how to sit with themselves or give themselves what they need emotionally. So they feel like, oh, hey, this is especially if you're pretty, right? Or if you're just aesthetically pleasing in any way. You don't even need to be, when I say pretty, I don't mean like supermodel. I'm just saying 99% of it is just being a woman, honestly, like being a woman in public who puts a modicum of effort into her appearance, her outfit and everything. Just by doing that, you have no idea how many people are going to be drawn to your light like a moth to a flame. And, you know, hopefully, like, most people have the sense to admire from a distance or be respectful about it when they're interacting with you. But there's always that 1 or 2% that kind of either they don't understand boundaries, or they just don't care, or they feel like, hey, she seems really nice, so let me just step to her and force her into a conversation with me because she's too polite to refuse, right? So let me get my hit of feminine energy today. If I can just get her to smile at me, if I can just like make a lame joke and then she's gonna smile to be polite, you'll be surprised. For some people, a lot of times men, that's enough. That's what they're looking for, right? Because they're so starved for validation and attention. You gotta remember, most men in this world are not remarkable in any sense of the word. Most men feel really invisible. You know, they don't get, for all we talk about the way that women have been oppressed and whatnot in the patriarchy, which is 100% true, the majority of men these days lead quite a sad existence, you know, like, yeah, they might have their homies and whatnot to have a drink with after work, but after that, it's like men are not welcomed and praised automatically for their presence the way that women are, you know? Like, as a woman, one of the advantages is that you really, as long as you look good, you really can just scroll up into pretty much any room or any event, and people are just going to be happy that you're there. People will feel proud that they get to interact with and socialize with someone that is so beautiful or put so much effort into presenting yourself well. But for most men, that's not the case, you know? People look at them like, okay, what are you bringing to the table? You know, oh, okay, you're a salaried employer. Oh, you make an average income. Okay, you don't have a car, you don't have a house. Okay, like, most men feel invisible and ignored and insignificant. So what do a lot of them do? They try to turn the women around them into free emotional support pillars. But the thing is, it's not your job to prop them up. It's not your job to even smile at them. You know, if they're a stranger on the street, you don't owe anybody a smile. You actually don't even have to answer if a stranger approaches you. I get this a lot, you know, when I travel abroad. Like, people think that, oh, it's an Asian girl, she's cute, so she must be nice. And it's like, nope. You're not qualified to speak to me. I will pretend like I'm selectively deaf. I'll pretend like I don't understand your language. I am cold with it. And it's not out of any desire to harm the other person. It's just like, I can't afford to leak my energy to randos on the street like that. I work hard too to earn my keep in this world. I exhaust myself sometimes as well to take care of myself and try to elevate and give myself a better life. Just because you think I look good, just because I don't look like it, right, on the outside, just because we have a rule, number one rule in the bad bitch Bible, never look like what you've been through. Just because I look pretty and smell amazing and have this sick outfit on, that doesn't mean that I haven't struggled and put in the hard work and everything as well. So I'm not in the business of giving anything away for free of myself, you know?